Hello, Blitz fans of all ages, it's me, PlumCastle, and today we're going to be taking a look at an event that I didn't realize had come out. But with that said, we're going to be taking a look at it and seeing how it works. So basically, the new event, we'll take a look at it in just a second here. The way to get to it, though, is to be out inside of your garage like this, and then on your sidebar here, you'll have the Retrotopia event. Underneath that, the auction, at least until it ends, and then underneath that is the new event, and it is called Unprogrammed Failure. And just as a little bit of a tangent, as a person that likes to goof around with code a little bit, failures, generally speaking, are not intentionally programmed into things, which I think is kind of funny. Anyway, enough of that tangent. Now let's take a look at the event. So this appears to be a free-to-play event. Now you can see there's two types of currencies. We have this one, which is kind of like unnamed, but it does look like an XP multiplier. And then the other one is this sword and an emblem. I don't really see names here. I just see symbols. And it looks like there's going to be a top track and a bottom track. So first of all, let's just take a look at the rewards. We've got boosters. Nobody really cares about those, I'm going to guess. These, however, are a little bit more interesting. Research certificates, they let you get a discount on researching a vehicle. For example, this one's tier 6, this one's tier 7, tier 8, tier 9, and tier 10, which can be pretty cool for a grind. As well as these nifty little things, which will give you, oh my goodness, that's a lot, 10 3x multipliers, which is actually pretty cool and will definitely help with the grind. And then there's these gold boosters, which of course are always pretty cool. And then the main reward here is this thing called the Bretagne Panther, which I totally didn't purposely select as the tank out in the garage, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, that said, oh wait, there's one more thing at the bottom here I forgot to mention. A Retrotopian container. That is the most boring Retrotopia related thing I've seen. And what do we have here? We have okay, that just kind of looks ugly, but that's an attachment apparently. What's this? Is this another attachment? Okay, that is a camo that looks interesting. I think I know what this is. A long time ago, Wargaming teased some camouflages for, oh, that just looks bad. So yeah, these look like some pretty special camouflages, like Retrotopian camouflages for some tanks that we already have in the game. So interesting. As you can see though, I believe this is the newest branch of, I forget what they are, but they're in the European tech tree. I believe they were added like semi-recently. There's a camo for that. So all of these tanks seem to have had some sort of like special camouflage for them. They look okay, but definitely not that one. Where is it? I think it's this one. That just are those tentacles coming out of the tank? Oh dear, this is just a bad camouflage in my opinion. Anyway, a nice collection of not so great camouflages. Anyway, that's apparently what was in there. Now let's go over how to get through this event. And I'm going to be just looking at this little eye here because generally speaking, that's the most straightforward way to find this stuff out. So you can see here every basically multiplier 2 to 5 times. It kind of depends, and I'll show you this in a second. Every time you use a multiplier in a tier 4 to 10 vehicle, why you would use it in a tier 4, I'm not really sure. Maybe for a grind. But it'll get you 2 of these. Okay, they're called pins. 2 of these red pins. And you can exchange them for things in the event, like the Bretagne Panther, as we saw. If you already have this vehicle, you will receive 580,000 as compensation. Now, considering the number, that kind of has to be credits. There's no way on earth Wargaming would give us 580,000 gold, though that would be super fantastic, especially for something simple like a tier 6. But you can see you can roll into a battle in your favorite tank, earn a mastery, emblems for mastery badges. Okay, so they're a mastery emblem. Let's see here. Does it say if there's a specific kind of mastery? I don't see anything. So I don't know if this is going to be as low as like a tier 3 all the way up to an ace. It's going to be my guess, especially considering 25. Either way, some form of masteries will be getting you these emblems, but considering what was in that container, I don't really feel like it's very necessary to dive too deep into that. Anyway, with that said, we can see that to get this, we need 105 pins, which really is like 106, which if we divide that by 2 would be 53. So that is 53 battles. That's quite a few. And thankfully, you can see that there are a lot of these tanks have those. So basically what a 5 times multiplier or 2 times multiplier is, what they're explaining here is, you'll notice at the top of a tank, sometimes, not always, but usually there's going to be some sort of multiplier applied to it, especially at the beginning of a day. And so what your job is going to be is to go and get as many of those as possible. So you'll probably, for example, if you have the Junu like me, you can use that, play it, get a win, and you'll use up that token. You move on to the next tank, which apparently was the Churchill GC, AT8. There's no like particular order. It's literally going to be whatever tanks you have. I'm just giving my garage as an example. And you'll just go from tank to tank to tank to tank to tank, as long as it is tier 4 or above, and you will be using the multipliers on them, and then getting wins, and then therefore getting the pins or the emblems. Now, we have, at least now, I don't know how long ago this event came out, we have 8 days, which 8 days to get 53 of these things. So that, in my opinion, is doable. If we were to, like, round to 10, that'd be 5. So you're probably going to need to play, get about, like, 7 or 8 wins a day if I'm being a little bit generous. So that's not too bad. I would say if you have a 50% win rate, you're probably going to see about like a 15 to 16 games a day, somewhere in there. So yeah, doable, but whether or not it's really worth it, it's kind of up to you if you think that's worth it. I already have the Bretagne Panther. I got like super lucky out of some random crate I bought like probably years ago at this point. As far as the tank is concerned, I'm not the hugest fan of it. Let's see if I have even have stats. Yeah, 11 games is what I played in it. 46%, 1,200 damage. So the damage is there about where I would want a tier 6 to be, but the win rate, not really. That could just have been bad luck, but overall this tank doesn't really stand out as being like super fantastic, which is probably why it's in a free-to-play event. But either way, pretty cool that it is in the coming into an event. And with that said, that does conclude the video, and so with that, I hope you all enjoyed, and as always, have fun, good luck, and happy tanking.